Most creepy story of Demon Street cityscape at dusk. The Demon Street. You've stumbled across a story that should have remained buried, an ancient horror never meant to be told. Perhaps it's too late now. Something watches as you read, something lurking in the shadows, waiting for the moment when you'll realize you've crossed a line that cannot be uncrossed. Before we begin, I'll tell you this. If you value your sanity, if you care for your life, you might want to leave now. But I already know you won't. You never do. So stay with me, but remember, this story is cursed. Simply listening to it means you're already part of it. Do you dare continue? If you do, make sure to subscribe to this channel, because once you know what's coming, you'll need something to keep you grounded. Now take a deep breath, and dive into a nightmare you can never escape. It's late at night when you hear the first whispers, faint, like a breeze brushing past your ears, but when you turn to look, there's nothing. No one. And yet, the whispers continue, growing louder. The streets are empty, darkened by an unnatural fog that clings to the ground like a shroud. You're alone, or so you think. You walk down the alley where you've always known the shadows hide, but tonight, something feels different. You've heard stories of Demon Street, an abandoned lane in the old part of town. Some say it's cursed, that nothing living dares tread there after dusk. But you, like so many others, believed it was just a myth. A story told to scare children, to keep them from wandering too far. But now you're here. The chill in the air is suffocating, like it's swallowing your every breath. You shouldn't have come. You know it now. The street is a maze, narrow, the buildings pressing in on you like towering specters. Faint light flickers from broken street lamps, their dim glow casting twisted, grotesque shadows that move. No, they don't just move, they shift. Some are too dark to be shadows at all. You feel them watching, following. The hairs on the back of your neck stand on end as your heartbeat quickens. Suddenly you hear it, a creak from behind. Footsteps. Slow. Calculated. You spin around, but no one's there. The empty street mocks you, its silence deafening. But something isn't right. The air feels heavier now, as though it's thickening with every passing second. The whispers intensify, becoming more distinct. They know you're here. You've crossed into their world. With trembling hands, you reach for your phone. The light from the screen feels comforting for a moment. You pull up the map, trying to make sense of where you are. But there's nothing. No signal. The map flickers, glitching, the names of streets morphing into strange symbols, things you can't understand. And then the light flickers on and off twice before the screen goes black. Panic surges in your chest as the whispers crescendo, becoming words. We know you're here. We're coming. The ground beneath you begins to tremble, and you stumble back only to crash into something cold, something hard. You whip around. Nothing. But as you look down, you see it, a dark stain spreading across the pavement, slowly crawling toward you. Blood. You realize with a shock that you've been walking through it this whole time. The realization hits you. This isn't just any street. It's their street. The cursed place where the lost souls wander, never allowed to leave. A figure emerges from the shadows ahead. It's tall, impossibly tall, its body jagged and warped like something that was never meant to be. Its eyes are glowing red, burning holes through your soul. Its mouth gapes open, impossibly wide, revealing row upon row of sharp, jagged teeth. A guttural growl rumbles from deep within its chest. You freeze. You can't move. You want to scream, but no sound comes out. Your legs betray you, the ground beneath your feet sinking deeper into the blood-soaked earth. You realize in that moment the truth. This isn't a nightmare. This is real. The entity, the demon, it's here. You're not just hearing whispers anymore. You are the one they've been waiting for. The blood is for you. The demon is hungry, and you've stepped right into its jaws. And then a voice, not from the creature but from somewhere deeper within the street, whispers just for you. You should never have listened. Now it's too late. The eternal hunt. You wish you could run. You wish you could scream. But no matter how hard you try, your body betrays you. It's as though every step, every thought, every action is being controlled by something far beyond your understanding. You are trapped. And you realize with a sickening certainty that this is exactly what the demon wanted. The figure, the one that towers over you, its red eyes burning with malevolent hunger, takes a step forward, its body twisting unnaturally as it glides toward you. Its claws scrape against the ground, sending a chill up your spine. Every breath feels like a violation, the air thick with a suffocating presence, like something is crawling just beneath your skin. You can't escape. No matter how much you try to back away, the street seems to stretch longer, the fog thicker. The more you struggle, the more it pulls you deeper into its grip. The whispers are louder now, clearer. We see you. We're inside you. You've crossed the line, and now it's too late. You feel it too. Something moving inside of you. An itch, a crawling sensation beneath your flesh. It starts in your chest, then spreads through your veins like poison. You clutch your stomach, gasping for air. The street around you seems to close in, the buildings warping, becoming distorted, as if they are alive and breathing with a terrible hunger of their own. The demon doesn't need to speak. Its eyes say everything. You understand now that it's not just here to claim your soul. It's here to make you a part of it, to turn you into one of the twisted things that roam this forsaken place. And the worst part? You've already invited it into your life the moment you decided to listen. The curse has already taken root. You are no longer just a spectator to this nightmare. You're a participant. Suddenly, the ground beneath your feet shifts. The blood-soaked street is no longer solid. It turns soft like wet clay and you find yourself sinking. Your feet are swallowed by it, your legs pulled deeper with every movement, every attempt to flee. Panic overwhelms you and you scream. But even the scream is wrong. It feels hollow, distant, as if it's being drawn away into the abyss. You realize with paralyzing fear that your voice doesn't belong to you anymore. We are inside you now. The whisper isn't in your ears anymore. It's in your mind. You can feel it gnawing, scraping at your thoughts, invading your very consciousness. It's as though the demon has claimed every part of you and your thoughts, your memories are no longer your own. You try to fight back, clawing at the ground, but it's futile. The streets are alive, pulsing, breathing, hungry for your soul. You reach out, desperate for anything to hold on to, but the shadows have taken form. Figures, twisted, grotesque versions of the people you once knew, emerge from the fog, their eyes hollow, their mouths agape in silent screams. They reach for you, pulling you deeper into the nightmare. These are the lost souls, the ones who ventured into this cursed street before you. And now you are one of them. You try to shout, to beg for mercy, but the words never leave your mouth. Your body is frozen, your mind consumed by the presence that now lingers within you. There's nothing you can do but watch as the demon grows larger, its form towering over you like an insatiable mountain of darkness. It moves toward you, its hunger evident in every step it takes, each one sending a tremor through your bones. And then you see it. The darkness in its eyes isn't just hunger. It's knowing. It knows what you did. It knows you heard the story and now you can never unhear it. The moment you listened, you became part of its world. You were marked. The curse is now yours to carry and there is no escape. You will never leave. The whisper echoes in your mind as the demon's claws extend, reaching for you for the final embrace. It's coming for you now and there's nothing you can do. The fog swirls, the whispers become deafening and the shadows close in. You are lost. And just as you feel the cold grip of death as the darkness consumes your very soul, the world around you shatters. The street is gone. The demon is gone. Or is it? A breath catches in your throat. A sudden chill sweeps over you. You can't breathe. You look around and you realize it's not over. The nightmare continues. It's watching you now. Even as you sit here reading this story, it is there. And now that you've heard it, it knows you. You're not alone. You never will be again. So, tell me, are you still sure you want to sleep tonight? Are you sure you're alone? If you found yourself trapped in this nightmare, remember, this story is more than just a tale. It's a curse. And you are its latest victim. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, for the darkness will come back for you.